Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing great. My name is George, and this is the Sitrep, where I would like to walk you through some Bitcoin technical analysis, and I want to share a couple of levels with you, starting with the high time frame levels and moving to low time frame levels. So basically, I want to cover my view over the Bitcoin chart. Maybe some of you already know me. Maybe for some of you, my face is new. Basically, I'm a trader, and I want to share, like I said, some TA with you today. I posted a couple of things on Twitter if you follow me on Twitter, but today, because it is the first public stream, well, technically it's not the first public stream, but it is a new start for me, I would say. I would like to start with the blank chart and let's try to understand what actually happened, because it is always good to look to the past price action to understand what happened. And then let's move to the current price action. Like I said, from a high time frame point of view, that would be for swing trades, moving to a mid time frame, and obviously to a low time frame. That would be for day traders and full scalpers. Cool. So this is the blank chart. Obviously, I'm using Bybit Bitcoin USD pair for my TA, also for the order flow. So the way I like to do this, obviously I'm on high time frame, so daily, and I'm looking at this chart like this. So we had basically this consolidation, then we've seen this really good move to the upside, and currently then the retracement, and currently we're just consolidating somewhere in this area. So when I look at the chart, I usually like to split the chart into ranges, but right, because most of the time Bitcoin is just ranging, right? So let's start with this. So in my opinion, right, we do have, I mean, obviously here we do have 2020, 2021, right? The price was moving to the upside and we can see some consolidation here. But other than that, the price started to break another consolidation area. And if we zoom in just a bit, another consolidation area somewhere around 23, 24K, right? And other than that, we start to see this really strong push to the upside, retracement, and then you all know what happened. So I would consider, in my opinion, that this section of the chart, right, so starting with this section of the chart, could be classified as a range, high time frame range. Now, obviously, within this high time frame range, we can see that we do have one that's considered this a range, this one could be another range, and so on. But technically speaking, this is a very nice range, and it was a very good range to trade. And when I see a range like this, one of the first thing that I would like to do is to use the fixed range pool. That would give me, and that would be this tool, and that would give me a pretty good idea about what's going on in terms of volume, because we all know the volume is running this market. So let's try to use this this tool. Right, so I would pull it technically from this moment when the price is starting to break to the upside, and I would stop somewhere in this area, where we do have actually, allow me to do this, great, where we actually started to break this range to the downside, right? So that would be our high time frame range, and that would be our fixed range pull, right? So what is that telling us? Very simple, right? This is telling us more information about the volume. And within this range, we do have really important levels, and that would be the value area low, point of control, and the value area high of this range. Also, the way I like to trade these ranges, I always like to mark the low and the high of this range. So definitely that would be the top of the range, right? Let's add this as an let's say an SNR flip level like this. And also we do have another important level here, and that would be this. I would classify this as a low of the range, right? Let's put this as an SNR flip level 2, and that for a swing trader, for a high time frame, someone is looking for a high time frame range, that should be a very, very good start on the Bitcoin chart, right? And one of the other thing that we notice is that actually the low of this range is our current resistance. It acted, let me make this bigger, it acted as a very, very good resistance here, and it is still our current resistance. So that is definitely something to be taken into consideration. This kind of SNR flip level, they are very, very important. And this one acting as resistance here, and also acting as resistance in this area. So I would say resistance is resistance until proven otherwise. That is one of the most important things that we need to learn in trading. This SNR flip level, if you understand the SNR flip level, the trading should be so much easier. And that goes for a swing trader or for a scalper and for a day trade, because the TA is pretty much the same. Obviously, for a swing trader, we can use high time frame like daily, weekly, even monthly. For a day trader, we need to do the high time frame TA, but then we can move to lower time frame like 1 hour and even below, to find those scalps, to find, you know, the entry for our trades. But for the moment, let's get back to this section of the chart. So we do have, and what we can see is basically that the value area low here was a very, very good support, right? After this section of the chart, the price moved once again, making a new higher high, the 70K area. We'll all know that. And then the retracement. And here in this section of the chart, we can see that the price was trying to break the value area low. Then we can see this consolidation area. And after that, this local range. Talking about ranges, like I said, usually Bitcoin is ranging most of the time, 80% of the time, maybe more. Bitcoin is just ranging. So this consolidation area, and after that, the price slowly starts to break to the downside, giving, and this is where the interesting part starts, giving the possibility of another range. So when we see another range, definitely we need to pull another fixed range too, right? Like this. And this is our range, the current high time frame range that we have right now. Same story. We already have this level, this SNR flip level, and as you can see, it is very, very well respected. And also in this kind of situation, we need to mark the low of the range. Same story, put it as an SNR flip level. So the way I like to trade this, especially the high time frame ranges, are, first of all, we need to talk about the value area, where we do have important levels like the value area low, the point of control, and the value area high. And then top, we can say that this is the top of the range, right? And the bottom of the range. So what the price did here, and if you follow me, like I said, if you follow me on Twitter, if you join our Discord, by the way, we do have a couple of things. We do have, let's see what's going on here. We do have people in the chat. That's nice. Sound is good. Thank you. Thank you for that confirmation. That's one of the things that I was always asked in my past of my previous job. So sound is good. But definitely I wanted to show you a couple of things. So technically you can follow me on Twitter. You can find everything in the description. And also we do have a free Discord, right? The Twitter. And I wanted to say that let me move this. I joined the Safe House right? And this is the new project that we have, and it is a very, very interesting project. I'll give you more details later in the stream. But if you follow me, like I said, if you follow me on Twitter, you know I posted a couple of things, and this level, mark this level, right? This level is actually the most important level, the most important SNR flip level right now on the chart. And this is the key for more upside or more downside. Pay attention to what is going on to this level. And why I say that? Very simple. For the moment, we've seen the rejection, right? We've seen the first swing failure pattern. If I'm using some trading terms, right? And maybe some of you, I'm pretty sure they know what they mean. But for some of you that, especially for beginners, if you don't understand these trading terms, there could be two reasons. First of all, there could be my accent, no, but hopefully it's not that. But if it's not that, then do not worry. We have educational content. We will explain in depth about what I'm using on the chart, what are the tools, and what every trading terms that I actually use. We will explain that in the future. But for the moment, and for the purpose of this stream, like I said, this is a very, very important SNR flip level. And like I said, it was support the first time here, then lost, flipped to resistance, and we already had one backtest and couple of backtests here in this area. So like I said, first swing failure pattern, then the price moving once again to the upside, taking the high, then moving below this level. That would be the very, very short explanation of a swing failure pattern. And currently we can see this rejection, right? This rejection is already a pretty good rejection. I mean, we talk about more than 5%. That's a lot on this chart. And like I said, for a swing trader, and that's why I posted, I think it was yesterday on Twitter, the only trade that I would look for here is a short or no trade. Why? For a very, very simple reason, because we are at resistance, and at resistance, by definition, we do not become bullish. It is a good area to book profits. Let's say, I don't know, if you're long, best case scenario, you are in a long from this area or from this or from here, really doesn't matter. When the price is breaching this kind of resistance area, it is always a good idea to book some profits. And depending on your trading plan, you can move your stop loss at entry, to protect your position. So at that point in time, if you book some profits at resistance and then the price moves once again to the downside and you get stopped out, you still make some money in that trade. But like I said, the only trade that I would take in this area, and we talk about swing trades, right? Let's make clear difference. We talk about swing trades, scalp day trades, long shorts, everything goes, and we will go in details about what's going on in this section of the chart. But I wanted to start with the high time frame to put just some context about what's going on and what are the most important level on the chart. And like I said, this SNR flip level here, the 20,200 area, give or take. I mean, I will look about this level as an area. This is a very, very important level. For the moment, like I said, for the moment, we've got the rejection. However, this is just taking into consideration the high time frame. This is just a small rejection. So for the moment, I would say, yes, you trade here. The only trade should be a short. Obviously, this is not financial advice. This is just for educational purpose only. We had the trading disclaimer at the beginning of the stream. That is really important. And like I said, the only trade that I would take here would be a short or no trade. And this trade, this short, depending on what's going on next on the chart, this could actually become a swing trade. Now, okay, that is great. That was an easy trade. The price just taking the high, moving below. We should be aware, everyone should be aware of this level, of this resistance area. So that would be an easy trade. Invalidation, I would give it just a bit of space here above this high, above this wick. But other than that, if the price starts to move to the upside, my best guess is that, and if this level will be flipped to support, because right now it is resistance, then that opens the possibility for more upside. I will talk in just a bit about that, but for the moment, let's continue with the bearish scenario, because like I said, the only trade that I would take in this area is a short or no trade. Okay, so let's say you got this trade, great. Maybe you book some profits. I mean, after a 5% move, that is a very, very good idea. Or maybe you do have another trading plan. I respect everyone, all the traders in the space, and if you have a good trading plan, I would say follow your trading plan. Now, about the bearish scenario here, what would give me more confidence, that the price could potentially move to the downside? Well, and again, I'm just using a couple of line, some ranges, and some fixed range tool, and this for a swing trader should be enough. I mean, you see these couple of lines and couple of ranges and some fixed range pulls. That should be enough for a swing trader. The rest for a swing trader is just noise. Obviously, you can use the levels, but other than that, as a swing trader, you should stick only to these high time frame levels. But let's move back to what we have right now. What would give me confidence for more downside? Well, that is very simple. I would definitely like to see the price getting acceptance back into the value area of this range. That could be classified as a sign of weakness, and that will open the possibility for more downside. How much more downside? For that, we need to use TA. We need to see what's going on, but definitely that would open the possibility for more downside. So that high time frame, that would be the first sign of weakness that I would like to see on the chart. So from here, what I would like to see, I would like to see something like this, the price getting acceptance back into the value area, below value area high, maybe some sort of back test, and then I would like to see this, right? Continuation to the downside and flipping some local levels, and we will get to that in a moment, flipping them from support to resistance. Also, at that point in time, we will have the confirmation for a bearish market structure, and that definitely will open the possibility for more downside. But for the moment, we're not quite there, right? And yes, that was a nice rejection, but this is not bearish yet. This is not bearish yet. Give me confirmation, give me the price. If the price will get acceptance back into the value area of this range, so below value area high, that would be another step, some more confirmation for more downside. But for the moment, nothing has changed. I mean, if we look at the market structure, we're still making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So, and this is where it becomes like pretty interesting. If the price would get acceptance back into the value area, that would be the kind of the first, lower low on the daily time frame. So again, market structure, value area, if we talk about the range, and flipping some levels from support to resistance. That is the definition of weakness. Bearish price action. High time frame, mid time frame, low time frame, same rule applies. So if you understand this kind of rules, trading should be so much easier. Okay. So this is what we have right now on the chart. So we've got the rejection. We know why we have this rejection, right? Low of the previous range, the top range, resistance, resistance, locally swing failure pattern the first time, second time, and now we need to pay attention to what's going on here. If the price will be able to actually to get acceptance back into the value area of this range, that will open the possibility for more downside. So we will get more confirmation, right? Now, beside this couple of things, I mean, these ranges, the fixed range pull and the top of the range and the bottom of the range, this SNR flip levels, we need to add a couple of more things to this chart, and that would be some horizontal levels. And for that, usually I like to start with monthly time frame. So let's mark a couple of levels here, right? So first of all, we do have this level, and that would be a monthly level. Obviously, we do have a template for that. Okay, fair enough. Then we do have the next level, and that would be this one, right? That's an interesting monthly level, and you'll understand why this is an interesting monthly level. And we also have another one. Usually I'm looking for untapped levels because, and also we do have a monthly level here, right? So really, really important. This monthly, I like this monthly because it is very, very close to the bottom of this range. So let's pay attention to this level just in case we will get a very, very, very bearish price action and the price will start to move to the downside. So those are the monthly levels. I want to show you how to mark them, basically using the candle closes, and usually I'm looking for levels that are untapped levels. That usually at the first touch, that will give you a very, very good reaction, especially a high time frame level like a monthly level. Now moving to weekly, right? Let's see if we actually have some weekly levels, and starting from once again to the from the top, we do have a weekly level here, right? We do have another one here. Again, I'm looking just for untapped weekly levels. Oops, sorry, not this one. Not this one. Okay, so we do have another one here. Let's mark this one too. Okay, fair enough. And other than that, we do have another one here. Okay, and we do have another one to the downside. Okay, so we already see that we do have a monthly and a weekly level here. Okay, so that becomes a really, really important level. You don't see every day a monthly and a weekly very, very, very close together, right? So we added a couple of levels, and now let's move to the daily time frame to add even more levels. Okay, on the daily time frame, I'm not going to talk about, I'm not going to mark the levels in this section of the chart, but I will be more focused on what's going on here. Okay, so here we do have this level. Right? Like this. We do have another one here, but because we have a weekly, I'm not going to mark that one. We do have another one here. Right. Let's make this just a bit bigger. And in this area, we do start to have to see that we do have quite a bit of daily level, starting with this one. Okay, like this. We do have this one. I'm not going to mark it. We do have another one here right on the monthly, so I'm not going to mark that one either. This one, and I'm going to mark this one too. Right. So those are the horizontal levels that we do have on the chart. Those levels obviously can be used high time frame, low time frame, for scalping, for day trading. So these are the levels that we do have right now on the chart. Actually, we do have another one. I missed this one. Sorry about that. We do have this one too, right? So that is an interesting level. So those are the levels that we do have on the chart right now. Yesterday we had this one. I posted about it, give a good, very, very good reaction. When we get to lower time frame to actually to see what's going on low time frame, we will talk about that level. Okay, so those are the levels. Please allow me to put this into a folder because I kind of want to have the chart as clean as possible, right? Something like this. For some reason, okay, not this one. Like this, because we want to keep the chart as clean as possible, right? And now we can actually hide this and everything should be fine. What else? Okay, those are our horizontal levels, and also we need to put a couple of things in here, like this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. That should hide everything. Cool. So that is our horizontal levels. Cool. Now we do have our ranges, we do have our horizontal levels. Now let's talk about, like I said, we talked about this trade, and like I said, the only trade that I would take here would be a short or no trade. And other than that, I explained kind of the levels that I'm looking for. So for confirmation, definitely I would like to see the price getting acceptance back into the value area of this range. Other than that, we do have a couple of other levels. Like I said, if we enable the horizontal level. So first of all, so to the downside, we do have this daily level, untapped daily level, could give a reaction, but this is more for scalpers, for day traders, right? Then we do have the value area, and then we do have this weekly, right? So this weekly, and always when we're talking about a level, we need to think in terms of liquidity meaning stop losses. So I would imagine that somewhere in this area we could have some stop losses. So would be a good idea if the price would take these stop losses, and then if the price starts to get acceptance once again above this daily, that could give a nice reaction. But other than that, if we don't see a reaction at this daily level, then we do have the value area high of the high time frame range, and other than that, there's not much down to this weekly. Now in between, right, we can pull some fibs, so starting from here to here, right, and that would give us the golden pocket, which I added this level 0.71 level, which most of the time it is very, very well respected. Okay, we do have this for a possible reaction, but actually I'm more interested in this pull, right, because this pull would give me more confirmation, more levels, more confluences at the same area. So if we continue this, and if we don't see a reaction at this daily, and this daily will be lost together with this low here, and the price will start to get acceptance back into the value area of this high time frame range, then I would say the next important level is actually the golden pocket here. We do have the weekly, and again we do have some liquidity in this area, because that was a very, very nice push to the upside. In the same time, it was, if I remember correctly, it was the golden pocket pulled from this something like this, pulled from again from this low to obviously to the high at that point in time. So that was the reason, one of the reasons for this bounce. But that now it's history, and we need to see if the price starts to push to the downside. If, like I said, if we see no reaction here at the daily, obviously we do have this low here, we could see a swing failure pattern, but other than that, no reaction here, then I would expect for this level, where we do have this untapped daily level, we do have some liquidity, we do have this the value area high, but if nothing happens there, then the price could potentially push to this, push to the downside to this area. We do have the golden pocket, we do have the weekly, and we do have some liquidity. Next level to the downside, so let's say no reaction to this low, no reaction around the daily value area high here, nothing, no reaction here, then actually the next important level is this daily, untapped daily level. Also, we do have liquidity, and most important, the 20K psychological area. So let's mark a couple of areas. So this would be, let's see what's going on today. Usually we do have volatility starting with NY open. So let's check what's going on somewhere in this area. Please allow me to disable the magnet. So I would like to see what's going on in this area here, right? So that would be for scalpers. Then we move to this section of the chart, right, where we need to see what's going on there. And other than that, I would say that opens, if no reaction here, no swing failure pattern here, nothing here, then that opens the possibility for this area, right? That would be the next area that I would be looking for a possible reaction, right? If no reaction here, then obviously we move to the next area to the downside, and that would be this one, and I would extend this to this daily, right? If, and this is a big if, and the way I like to trade is level to level, especially when I'm scalping. I like to move from one level to another. I enter the trade when the price reach the next important level on the chart. I book profits, you know, I move my stop loss at entry to protect my position. Then if I see a reaction, I can hedge myself with a long or with a short, depending on the situation. But other than that, like I said, no reaction here, no reaction here, no reaction here. Then we move to this area, and this is where we go to the, once again, to the high time frame. Then we move to this area where we do have the point of control, right? And we also do have the value area low of this range, and that would be the area that, you know, needs to hold for more upside. If this area will break, this becomes really bearish in my opinion, and that would be, that really opens the possibility for the lows of the range. Also here locally, I'm interested in pulling some fibs, and like this, okay. So as you can see, we do have the golden pocket here together with this level. So this would be the next, this would be, no, not next, the very, very important area to hold. The bulls really needs to defend this area. So those are like to the downside, starting with the low time frame, right? We need to see what's going on today. But then we do have the weekly, we do have the value area high, then we do have, the daily, then we have the weekly, we do have some liquidity here, 20K psychological area, we do have the daily, some, you know, some lows around here. So a swing failure pattern would be very nice. But if no reaction here, or here, then we do come to this area. This is a really important area on the chart, and the bulls needs to defend this area. Also, depending on your trading plan, this, let's say if you're in a short from here and this is a swing trade, a swing short, this is a good take profit. And obviously a take profit could signify, you know, if depending on the reaction, this could be a very good place to actually to enter a long, again depending on the reaction, because the way I like to trade is based on reaction. Check the reaction, see what's going on. If you see what you like, have an invalidation, good invalidation, then, you know, there is no reason actually not to enter a trade. Below this level, obviously we do have this area where we do have a monthly, untapped monthly, untapped weekly, daily, and so on. But below this area, right, That's weakness. And technically it opens once again the possibility for a new lower low on the chart. So those are the levels that I'm looking for a possible reaction to the downside. If, and this is a big if, and for the moment we do not have a lot of confirmation, if this will be the top of this move. Could be, yes, but I would like to see some confirmation. Confirmation comes if, like I said, if the price gets acceptance in here, no reaction here, no reaction to this area, then definitely we move to the next important level, very, very important high time frame level, and that would be point of control, value or low, and the golden pocket here. Okay, so that would be the bearish scenario. Now, as a trader, we all know we need a bullish and a bearish scenario. So we need to be prepared for more upside or more downside. Now, let's say for a moment that this is not the top, right? And Bitcoin will do something like this, right? Bitcoin will do, let's say we get a retracement and then we start to see this, right? We start to see the price breaking to the upside, backtesting this SNR flip level. This is really, really important. And please allow me to hide the horizontal for a second, because I want to see a clean chart, and basically I want to hide this small things and this one, because now we need the clean chart, because once again we talk about high time frame. So if the price managed to actually if the price managed to claim this level, that's a sign of strength, and that opens the possibility for more upside. So I would like to see something like this. A backtest of this level would be really, really nice, and then possibly we need to see this more upside. Now we do need some levels, right? Because more upside, but in between we do have levels. One thing that I want to make very clear is that if this level will be claimed, and as long as this level will hold as support, that's bullish. And again, more upside is possible. And the next important level, if we take into consideration what happened in the past, is actually the value area low. The value area low of this range. Just in the same way I was explaining here, that if the price gets acceptance back into the value area of this range, so below value area high in this situation, and that can be seen as a sign of weakness, right? If the price managed to claim this really, really important SNR flip level, and the price managed to push to the upside, then we move to this range, value area low of this range. And if the price managed to get acceptance back into the value area of this range, that would be very, very, very bullish. And that actually opens the possibility, once again, for trading the value area of this range from the value area low to the point of control, to the value area high, and possibly, who knows, a new higher high on the chart. But level to level, as always. And this, the value area low here, is a very, very important level on the chart. Obviously, now this is a high time frame level, and in this kind of situation, I would not think about it like to the absolute dollar. So let's say the value area low is right now at 28,791. I would think about it more as an area. And if we zoom in just a bit here, we can actually see that the price formed a range. Before this, the price formed a range here, and we can do the same thing. We can pull a fixed range like this, right? And that would give us a couple of important levels. So we do have value area low, we do have the point of control, we do have the value area high, and most important, we do have this high and also this one. So I would like to see, for sign of weakness, I would like to see the price getting acceptance in here and claiming the top of this area. That would be some sort of confirmation for more upside. So I would think about this area from, let's say, from 29 to 32, 33. I would think about this as an area. And this area should act as resistance. So this is a resistance area where, once again, you do not look, yes, this is, I mean, if the price managed to do something like this, this is bullish. And like I said, as long as this level, this SNR flip level, 20K area, right? Again, high time frame level, I like to give it some space to think about it as an area. As long as this area will hold as support, I would say more upside is possible. Then we move to this, and once again, this area, right, the value area high and this range here, this should be, in my opinion, another take profit. In this area where the price is approaching resistance, you book profits, and depending on the reaction, you're looking for a short trade. Reaction, good reaction, you start to see rejection, you start to see change in market structure locally, starting with low time frame to higher time frame, starting with 5 minutes, going to 15 minutes, 1 hour, and so on. That looks like a rejection, and then you can decide if you want to take a trade or no, because in this area, once again, the only trade that I am interested is a short or no trade. There's no way in the world I'm going to long in this area. There's no way I'm going to long in this area. The same story, I'm not going to long here. Now, an SNR flip level means that this is resistance until proven otherwise. However, if this level will be claimed and flipped, that could be an interesting trading idea. So I will never long here, but give me this, give me the back test here. I want to see the back test holding, and that could be an interesting trading idea. That will start as a scalp. I'll book some profits, I'll move my stop loss at entry, and then if the price decides to push to the upside, then happy days, I make more money. If I get stopped out, you know, I still make some money in that trade, or at least I don't lose any money. So this kind of SNR flipper, again, I'm repeating myself, but this level is a very, very important level. Also, if we move to this section of the chart, you can see the sharp drop. 1 day, 2 days, nothing going on here, any kind of support forming here. So one could see this area as a gap, right? And we do not have the last the next confluences that we have. The next levels to the upside are starting with around 29K area. So one scenario that could happen is that if this level will be claimed, we could see a fast move to the upside. Also, we need to see if, because at that point in time, this should be clear support. So the 25K area should be clear support, and the 29, 30, 32 should be resistance. But in between, we need to see if we actually have some levels, because there is another scenario that I would like to cover here. Please allow me to hide this because I want a clean chart. And that would be something like this. Let's say we pull some fibs, something along these lines, right? Something like this, right? So in between, we do have the golden pocket here, right? So we need to pay attention, because from here, from this SNR flip level to the value area low here, there's not much going on, but we do have this golden pocket in the middle. So this would be bullish, claiming this level would be bullish, but in the same time, you want to see this level holding as support. You want to see this level holding as support. So if the price will do this, let's say from here, price does this, claiming the level, then we move to this area, right? Where potentially we could see a reaction or not, right? That we don't know, but it is always a good idea to be aware of this golden pocket that we do have in between, right? If we start to see something like this, and if this starts to reject right? And if the price get acceptance once again below this level, that could be seen as weakness, because this entire section of the chart could be seen as a deviation from this range, from the range that we do have right now, from the high time frame range, and that by definition is bearish. So pay attention to this level, including up to 0.71. Pay attention to this level, and if this happens, you know, that would be bearish. If we start to see rejection from somewhere in this area, and if you decide to short this, because once again we are at resistance and the only trade that I would take would be a short, this, the SNR flip level, should be take profit one in my opinion, because yes, this could be the bearish scenario where the price starts to get acceptance, you know, back into the range, so below this level. But also we could see something like this, right? We could see something like, so let's say we see reaction here, but this level is actually holding. So that's why this should be a good take profit area. And if the price does this, maybe you get stopped out at entry after take profit one, you know, and then we need to move to the next important levels on the chart. Okay. And that is another level that I wanted to cover, because other than this, in between, we do not have too much. So if we don't see a reaction here at the golden pocket, then my best guess is that the price could actually move to the 29. Again, I will look at, oops, sorry. I will look about this as an area. Now, if this area will be claimed, right, because I covered this scenario where this SNR flip level will be claimed, and the next important level is this, the value area low, and together with this consolidation area. We have this in between, so we need to pay attention to that one. Let's delete this one, and let's talk about now a very, very, very bullish scenario, right? A very, very bullish scenario would be if the price locally managed to claim this level, then we move here and the price starts to get acceptance back into this area, right? So if the price managed to get acceptance back into the value area of this high time frame range, that is bullish. And that once again opens the possibility for more upside. And the way I like to trade ranges is from the low of the range, which is our current resistance. Then we move to the value area low, price gets acceptance in here. Then the next important level on the chart is actually the point of control of this range. Point of control, very, very important level. Also, we do have a couple of heights here. So maybe there's some liquidity, maybe not, but those kind of, you know, these kind of levels are always good to be taken into consideration for a swing failure pattern or a failed auction. Also, because I like to use fibs, check this. So if we pull the fibs from top, from the high to the low, right, in this area, we do have the golden pocket. So the golden pocket is somewhere in between the point of control and the value area high. So this is a very, very, very interesting area. And if we enable the horizontal levels, where is that? Let me, because I obviously already have mine, but I want to show you how I pull this, right? Now, in this area, you can see that we do actually have a couple of levels starting with this monthly, right? Let me change this to this color so you can see this pattern, right? We could see this one. We do have an untapped weekly there. We do have a daily. So definitely this area. Now let's hide this because there are a lot of levels here. This area should be the next important level on the chart. If this area will be claimed, then yes, that opens the possibility for more upside. That opens the possibility for a new higher high, technically. So yeah, this took a bit longer than I was expecting, but like I said, because it is the first public stream in a very, very long term, I wanted to cover like starting with the high time frame, right? The high time frame levels, and to give you a pretty good idea where we are on the chart, which are the next important levels to the upside and which are the next important to the levels to the downside. What is strength? What is weakness on the chart? And hopefully these simple levels, because you can see I used a couple of tools, couple of lines, hopefully these levels are basically all you need to trade as a swing trader, right? Block the noise, focus on high time frame, and those levels are basically all you need. We're in a range. Small recap, we are in a range. Top of the range, we had a swing failure pattern. If the price managed to get exemptors back into the value area, so below value area high, that's a sign of weakness. Obviously, locally we do have levels. I will look about this and this, but other than that, that opens a possibility for point of control, value area low. Same story to the upside with the bullish scenario. If this SNR flip level would be claimed, then we move to this area. Be aware of the golden pocket here in the middle. Maybe there is a reaction, maybe not, who knows? But bottom line, as long as this level, if this level will be flipped, and as long as this level, the 25k area, will hold as support, more upside is possible, then very, very simple. I'll be looking towards this area, 29 to 30, 32. If the price gets acceptance in here, then I see no reason for the price to move to the point of control. Also the golden pocket, value area high. Claim this area. Obviously, in this area, once again, one will look for a short because we are at resistance. But if this area will be claimed, then yes, that definitely opens the possibility for a new higher high. Level to level, check the reaction at each level, especially for a swing trade. There's no need to be in a rush. Wait for a daily close. Wait to see what's going on to get more information about the rejection or the support holding, about the bounce, and then you can trade. For a swing trader, it's not that important to get that perfect entry, but it is more important, in my opinion, to get confirmation. Even if we talk about a rejection or even if we talk about a bounce, it is good to see some confirmation. So that would be the high time frame levels. Now let's move locally. I guess I still have time. Maybe I have time for some questions. If we do have some questions, then I want to talk about a couple of things. Hopefully you're still around, because one of the things that I usually do when I start talking, I talk quite a bit, to be honest. Okay, so let's cover really quick what's going on here, and for that I will actually let's not delete it. Let's hide it, because this is let's delete this thing and this one. Let's hide, because I want to get back to my usual DA. Okay, and for that, let's move to 1 hour time frame. And here we do have a couple of things going on. First of all, like I said, the top of the range, this is our SNR flip level. Then we do have our horizontal levels, right? And that looks like something like this, right? And for example, let me, please allow me to enable the fixed range, not this one. Let's see, which one is it? Not this one. Doesn't matter, I can pull it again. So the current range that we do have looks something like this. All right, great. So yesterday I was posting about this. So obviously after the swing failure pattern, the price moved straight to this. Let's hide the horizontal levels for a second. So the price swing failure pattern, really easy in this kind of situation. I mean, you should wait for the swing failure pattern to actually happen. So you need to wait for the price to move below this level. That should be your entry. That should be your stop loss, and if same story, if you see the price getting acceptance back into the value of this range, the next important level to the downside is actually the point of control. You can see the point of control bounce, but then the downtrend starts to continue here. And this is the moment. So, sorry, please allow me to have a quick drink. Right. And as you can see, even without the horizontal levels, the price moved from the value high to the point of control, some consolidation, but other than that, the value area low here, another bounce, and now the price is currently below the value area low of this local range that we do have here. So if the price we took this low, no we didn't, small front run, so that's one of the levels that I'm looking for a possible reaction. Then we do have this low, remember we do have liquidity, stop losses. Now what the price is trying to do right now, in my opinion, is to get acceptance back into the value area of this range. If that happens, you know, we could see a move to the point of control, to the value area high, and even higher. Like I said, for the moment, that was an easy trade. That was a good move to the downside, but actually we do not have too much confirmation that this could be the top. So in my opinion, there is still room for more upside. On top of this, if we, like I said, if we enable the horizontal levels, right, like this one, I was talking about this daily level yesterday. It was an untapped daily level, so you can see perfect touch here, perfect touch of this level, nice bounce, price moves, and that was a very, very good scalp. We talk about almost, well, actually more top to bottom, more than 2%. But in this kind of situation, and the way I like to trade based on reaction, usually you don't get the perfect entry. There could be some slippage because I enter market, so there could be some slippage and so on. And usually I like to see a backtest or something like this. Right, so the price pushes to the point of control. Also VWAP. This is a really, really important intraday. Maybe it's the most important intraday level that one could use for scalps, for day trades. You know, this is very, very good. After that, rejection. So the first time, see, reaction. Second time, the price moved to the value or low. Some reaction, but other than that, the price starts to move to the downside. And check this. Talking about SNR flip level, how important are these levels? Like support flipped to resistance. So you see, perfect touch, support the first time, resistance the second time, and then once again that opens the possibility for more downside. And one would expect between, if you can see VWAP, the price, what the price is trying to do right now is to claim VWAP. The next important levels to the upside are actually the value area low of this range and this daily. If the price be able to claim this area, then so we could look towards the point of control. You know, we do have a new daily here, untapped daily level, and also value high, and obviously a new higher high. What we can do also, we can pull some fibs. So let's see how this looks like. Okay, so we do have the golden pocket around this daily. So okay, that looks really nice. And another thing that we could do is actually enable the previous day levels. Previous day levels, they work really, really well. And the way I like to mark them is the previous day low, previous day value high, daily open, previous day point of control, equilibrium, previous day value high, and previous day high. For scalping and day trades, they work very, 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 very well. So you can see right now the price together with VWAP, the price is trying to claim the previous day low. If this happens, there'll be strength, right? And then we move to the value area low. Like I said, I'll still keep this daily for today. Previous day value area low, right? And then, you know, we do have levels to the upside. I'll try to update this as much as I can, right? And sorry. And this is what's going on right now. I'm not gonna talk about the order flow today. That would be for next time, because I already talked like for an hour or so. But there are a couple of things that I like to talk about. Like I said, and if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know I joined Safe House for a new project, and this project is a very, very interesting project, and slowly I will give you hints about what's going on with this project. Is something that was born based on your feedback, and we want to create basically a safe place for everyone where you can talk. If you have a problem, someone will be there to, you know, to answer your questions, to help you in any way possible. And also it is a place where we want to create traders. And I would like to stress this word traders, because not, I mean, we're all coming from different, we all have different backgrounds. Maybe some of us are crypto traders, like most of the people here. Some of us, we have some experience with Forex. Some of us, we do have some experience with stock trading. So what is this project? One of the main purposes of this project is to create traders. And I stress the word traders. And using only a couple of tools that I showed you when I was doing the high time frame analysis, this kind of TA could be applied to any asset. Could be crypto, could be stocks, could be Forex. So learn this, only couple of tools, right? We don't need to overcomplicate this. In my opinion, TA should be fairly easy. So using only a couple of tools, we want to do our best to create traders. Another thing that we need to, we want to, you know, to deliver, to accomplish with this project, is that we need to focus on some really important and key points in the trading process. And that, first of all, obviously will be TA, but that's maybe let's say the easiest part. Then we like to focus on risk management, and we like to focus on execution. Execution of a trade is like really important. But above everything, we want to focus on the psychological side of trading. That would be, maybe that is the point that, you know, that creates the difference between a good trader and no, not so good trader, because you need to be able to remain calm, you know, when you're trading. And that is one part that we want to pay attention. And we do have a couple of nice things planned. And yeah, I'll give you more details in the future stream. So today is Wednesday. I guess the next public stream will be on Friday. So on Friday, I'll talk more about the project. But if you want to join us, you have here in the description, you do have the Discord. The Discord is free. We do have the Twitter. Obviously, you do have my Twitter here. You can join, because usually I post the updates in Discord, and then I try to update as much as I can on Twitter. Other than that, I would like to talk about this. So basically my main exchange, and basically everyone from here, we like to trade on Bybit. And if you want to support the project, and also we do have a lot of bonuses, so you can use this link to open a new Bybit account. You know, you'll get some bonuses. This will help the project. So definitely, if you want to do that, there is the link for a Bybit account. Okay, so I guess I covered this side of the story. I covered the TA. Let's see if we have some questions. Let's see if we actually have some questions in the chat. Oh, we do have quite a bit of them. Okay, great to hear your voice again. Yeah, it's good to be here. And doing this, I'm relaxing, and I really like to talk about TA. I definitely like to talk about TA. I like to share as much as I can, and basically to help everyone to become a better trader. And this is the main thing for the new project. Obviously, if you have feedback, everything, please contact us. Please join our Discord or write me on Twitter. We'll be more than happy to answer. And obviously, if we get some good feedback, we will apply that to the new project. We're still working. We're almost ready for the official launch, but until then, we do have the free Discord, and like I said, on Friday when we have the next video update, we'll talk more, and we can, we can move forward. But other than that, yes. Thank you. Actually, and maybe for me it was kind of a surprise. I got a lot of feedback and a lot of good people, messaging me, and I really want to thank for all the kind words. That means a lot to me, and that actually give me the strength to start a new project, because it's not easy to move from one thing to a new project, and technically it's less than 3 weeks, and we're here and we're working really hard. And yeah, again, thank you for all the support and all the kind words. Swing Felipatis. Super furious people. Yeah. Yes. Okay, let's see if we have some more question. Um, yeah. Yeah, I was expecting this kind of question. So it's kind of hard for me to answer, and usually I don't like to talk about these things. I like to talk about what I do. I like to talk about TA. I like to talk about trading in general. And what has been said has been said. I don't want to go there. I'm still proud of my work at my previous job. I One could say that I still have a legacy there, but everything that has a beginning also has an end, and that was the end. And there were a lot of details given, maybe more than necessary, and all I have to say about this, that's past. And the people who knows me, they had the opportunity to talk to me in person or my messages. They know how I am, and above all, I am professional. And what I can say, I would let the time to tell the truth about what happened, and yeah, that's past. And usually I like to look towards the future, and the future is bright. That much I can tell you, is really, really bright. That's the only thing that I had to say about that. And past is past. Let's move to the future. Yeah, it's really hard for me to talk about things like this, because I can talk for hours, literally for hours about TA. But when it comes to this kind of stories, like I just want to move forward, soon as possible. So yeah, that's kind of the first and the last time that I will talk about what happened there. I'm still, like I said, I'm still proud of my work there. I don't think there wasn't anything wrong, but yeah, past is past. Let's move forward. Hopefully that will help you to everyone to understand what happened. If not, time will tell. So no problem there. Yeah, TA is easy. That is true. And like I said, in the new project, we do have a lot of things going on, right? And TA, it's actually the easiest part, and we will cover that. So we're only picking we're going to pick some tools that I use, and the rest of the team, because this is not me. This is an entire team working behind the scene. I'm just a face, and but we are going to pick only few tools, and with that should be good enough to get you started. Then obviously we'll add some more, some more in details, maybe more advanced tools, but TA should be easy. And like I said, we want to focus a lot on execution and the psychological side of trading. And we do have a couple of things, and like I said, we'll give more details, but yeah, everything will come together very, very, very soon. Uh, do you look for confluences with previous day equilibrium and previous month equilibrium? Yes, those are levels that I use together with the previous day, previous month, previous week. Those are good levels to trade, but you always have to think about like this. You have to think about in terms of ranges and in terms of liquidity. Where's the liquidity? Where are the stop losses? Because we need to understand who's actually running this market, although some people say many things, but this market is one of the biggest player are the exchange, and you need to understand how an exchange makes money, right? So always think about liquidity, swing failure pattern. They work really good, and try to think about that when you're trading. But yes, definitely previous day, previous month, previous week levels are very, very good levels. Yeah. This is really funny. Um, yeah, okay, let's see. Yeah, obviously I mean, everyone is entitled to an opinion, and like I said, I respect all opinions, and that's why I don't really like to talk too much about this. You'll see the project and you can decide for yourself, you know, who's wrong, who's right, was the, you'll see that. So there's not much to that I want to add about about this. Do you play any games? Not really. I'm not a gamer, but we do actually in Discord we will add some things where some channels where you can listen music. You could play some games. So yes, we do that. Um, Let me see if I can actually show you the Discord. Okay. So this is the new Discord, right? This is the what I'm posting my ideas, the things that I'm doing and so on. So yeah, this is our Discord. So if you want to join, feel free to join. It is free, and yeah, it is the best way to actually to get some updates in real time. Thank you. I missed you too. I mean, I would imagine there are a lot of people here from my previous job, so I missed you all. And yeah, unfortunately, I was not able to post um, a goodbye message there, but yeah, it is what it is. This is life. Um, Thank you, thank you. Uh, yes, that's also true. So thank you once again. Like I said, I got a lot of messages, a lot of support. So yes, I would like to thank everyone once again for the support. Yeah, that really means a lot to me. And, it keeps me going. Uh, yeah. Yes, actually, I do think because today I wanted to cover the high time frame, starting with high time frame and going to what's going on right now on the Bitcoin chart. But on Friday, I will start with talking about ES. You can see what's going on here because of the correlation. I mean, the correlation between ES and Bitcoin are there, direct correlation. And also, I will talk about DXY, right? DXY, very, very simple. Check this channel. That's everything you need. Some liquidity grab and so on. I'll get into this, into more details. I posted on Twitter that I think that was 2 days ago, the reason for this, and obviously we do have levels to the downside. We do have this high volume node, which was the point of control, right? So this is once again a really important SNR flip level. In between, obviously we do have levels, but as long as this one will continue to push to the downside, my best guess Bitcoin will follow. And as long as DXY manage to stay above this channel, that would open the possibility for more upside. And DXY is has an inverse correlation with ES and Bitcoin. But I'll cover that on Friday, and also I will cover some order flow, check what's going on, you know, give you a couple of things. So yeah, definitely I'll do that on Friday. That would be the next update. Yeah, no problem. The stream will still be here on this channel, so you can watch it as many times as you want. The altcoins, yes, I can show you what I'm trading, and that would be, I'm still trading Gala. Gala is a really nice asset, good volume, you know, levels are very well respected, and I'm still trading Gala. As you can see, like, I mean, this kind of ranges, you know, you do have a couple of levels, you do have the value area low here, you see a swing failure pattern, you trade a swing failure pattern. This is what I always like to say about this kind of situation. And what's good about this is that, let's say you trade it as a swing failure pattern, we already have almost 2% move. So the volatility is good, the volume is there. As you can see, the TA is very well respected. You know, I'll update the altcoins that I'm trading, obviously, and I'll do that on Friday. So that would be the questions that we do have right now. Like Call of Duty, yeah, we do have in the group people that are like really like games, and yeah, we do have channels for that. Okay, so I guess that would be all for the first update. I hope everything is clear, right? High time frame, and locally we need to see what's going on. But I would say as long as the price is still below the value area low of this range and this daily, I would say we do have space for more downside. More downsides, I will look towards this weekly. This is an older weekly, but still it is very well respected. We do have some lows for a swing failure pattern, who knows. And other than that, we do have this daily, we do have this low, and you know, the rest of the levels that we do have to the downside. Next time I'll get more in depth about what's going on here locally, about the order flow, and slowly and starting next week, I guess I'm gonna do like 3 updates every week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then slowly we'll get more in depth. We will focus on what's going on locally, and hopefully we will, you know, the TA will be very well respected, and we can catch some trades together here or in Discord. So that'll be all for this update. Again, thank you for joining this update. Thank you for the support. Thank you for everything. I'll catch you all on Friday for the next update. I'll post the link on Twitter. Should be on this channel. You can you can join this channel, you can join our Discord to, you know, to stay updated with everything what's going on. Yeah, and like I said, the next stream will be on Friday. Until then, thank you for everything. Cheers and bye bye.